Hey class, Prof Kev here. So in today's video, I want to talk about three common mistakes I see entrepreneurs make. Let's start at number three. They overestimate the size of the market. So if you say this statement, everyone wants my goods or services, you're incorrect. There's nothing that everyone wants. Water, oxygen, maybe, tacos, chuckle, chuckle. There's nothing. And I hear people say this all the time, Kev, everyone's going to want this. Not true. This isn't true, unfortunately. You have to make sure you understand the size of the market. I felt bad. I had this student in one of my online classes, and he created a device that you would use if we had to wear masks again. It's not going to cut in your ears. And I felt really bad because he was spending thousands of dollars having this research because he wanted to get a patent on it. I'm like, buddy, this only might be good if COVID comes back or some type of event like that that requires us all to wear a mask again. And I'm like, if it doesn't come, you're spending thousands of dollars for nothing. Make it worse, he then tells me that, in his opinion, every person over the age of 5 in the United States is going to buy 3 sets of this. His revenue projections were in the billions, would it be? What do you say to that? Not going to happen. Now, for me, I do wear hearing aids, as many of you know. I get a piece of plastic that got hooks on it, put it on the back of my head, I just hook the mask in, works perfect. I am never going to buy his thing because I think the piece of plastic cost me like $1 or something. You can't assume everyone's going to want it and buy multiple sets. Way overestimated the market. That was the third one. Number two, not understanding cost analysis. I had a student tell me that what he wanted to do is in his area he lives, he wants to start a car wash for farm equipment because there isn't one. Now, in some cases, that's important. There isn't one. Hey, that found something that needs to be fulfilled. Might be a reason there's not one. So he told me, he's like, people spend like an hour washing their car in the driveway and they're concerned over the water runoff. Are they? Are they really? Now, if I'm going to spend an hour washing my tractor or whatever I have, is that going to be less time it's going to take me to drive over to this car wash? And I'm like, what's it going to cost to build it? He's like, oh, it'd be really expensive. Is there enough of a demand to justify building that? Probably not. Okay, can we stop now then? And, in the end, he's like, after thinking about it, you're right. There's just not enough of a demand. So that's the second one, not understanding cost benefit. If you're going to spend the money, can you make it back? Lastly, biggest mistake is we don't talk to our potential customers. We just assume they want whatever we're going to sell. And I see this all the time. Going back to all of these ideas, the person with the car wash. I'm like, did you talk to people on farm equipment? Would they drive over to do it? Where does it have to be located for it to make sense? For the person who's building the earpiece for a mask, did you talk to people? Would they want that? This is the mistake I see all the time is we just assume we have this great idea, but we don't go out and talk to potential customers. Had a couple situations like this in class. Um, if you've ever been in a class, I'm not a fan of the scooter kids. They freak me out. They're going to run me over. I just know it. Had a team, they wanted to rent scooters because they see students using them. Like, hey, that'd be cool if we rented them. Sure. How much will people pay? Oh, they'll pay for it, Kev. How much will they pay? Now you got to remember, you can buy a scooter for a couple $100. And one of the teams like, well, we figure it's going to be like $300 a semester. I'm like, okay, why would I spend $300 to rent a scooter when I can buy it for less? They were mad. They're like, they can't think of any reason. I had a student that wanted to offer a dorm cleaning service. She likes cleaning. So, Kev, a quick way for me to make money. Got it. Have you talked to your potential customers? How much will they pay? Oh, they'll pay. How much? Is it going to be worth your time? Are you going to go clean my dorm room for $3? How much will they pay? And then I made it worse. In class, I'm like, okay, because she was just really like, ah. And I'm like, okay, I don't see it. Let's poll the audience. We got a whole classroom. Hey, for those of you who live in the dorms, would you pay this nice student to clean your dorm? Nobody. Nobody. That show's mad. Like, I can't believe you just asked everyone. I'm like, well, we're at a disagreement. You think this is a good idea? I don't. We're two people, two individual voices. Let's go to the audience. Go out and talk to your potential customers. That's what we teach you all the time. Go out and talk to them and find out they're not willing because you're like, I can clean it. I don't want to, but I'm not willing to pay money to have it done because I can do it myself. Or I can just leave it dirty. I don't really care. So those are the three biggest things. But the biggest one is you have to go out and talk to your potential customers. Remember, family and friends probably don't count. You know, your mom loves you and thinks you're handsome too. Go out and talk to real potential customers. Will they pay for your services? And that's the mistake I see. Is like, well, I asked them, they said it sounds like a good idea. Does it sound good enough they'll spend money? In class, we talk about the difference between a migraine and a headache problem. Headache problem, we just wait and hope it goes away. Migraine will actually spend money to solve. A lot of times, students find headache problems. Like, yeah, I'd spend a little bit on it, but probably not enough to justify you actually doing it as a business. So, those are the top three mistakes I see people make when they're trying to become entrepreneurs. All right, if you like this tip, hit the like and share button. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to watch my video. Hope you're having a truly dazzling day.